Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you some spear pull in a Canary Island date palm. I'm also going to show you how to perhaps prevent spear pull from occurring and show a treatment that you can use in the event of spear pull. Spear pull is most commonly caused by cold weather, and although it's definitely a setback for the palm, it may not be dead. So depending on the type of palm it is and also the size of it, how much it means to you, you should consider treating the spear pull so that it survives and recovers fully. So in this video I'm going to talk to you about spear pull, and in particular spear pull in the Canary Island date palm. So this is a palm that's been in its pot all winter against the wall of the house, so it's had some protection from the particular, the very cold. Now it doesn't look very healthy, and as you can see, with just the smallest of tugs, the central spear is pulled straight out. So that is not good, and it leaves a hole in the middle of the plant. And just tug in another one, a couple of spears and leaves have also come out. So that's a typical example of a spear pull. That damage was created in January. It's been fine. I gave it a tug last week, no problem at all. But now, on the 12th of April, the damage has come to fruition, and basically the spear has rotted. So that's those leaves are for the recycle bin, and the plant will probably go on the compost heap. Now this one also doesn't look great. The leaves are fried. Central spear looks a bit better. Give it a little tug. I'm not trying to yank it out. I'm just seeing if it's loose, which it's not. So that I think that one's gonna come out later in the week or next week as well, to be honest. This one has already came out about a week ago. You can see is just a pool of water there in the middle. Only reason this is still here is because I haven't got around to swapping it yet for a new Canary Island date palm that I've been grown in the greenhouse. I've done a whole previous video on how I have a succession of seedlings ready to be planted out when these die, which they inevitably do in my location in Lancashire. This one, of all my Canary Island date palms in pots, it actually looks the healthiest of them all, so I'm quite hopeful that that one's going to make it. This one also seems okay. It doesn't look the best, but the central spear seems okay at the moment. But even as late as June, you can get spear pull in Canary Island date palm. It does take a few months for the damage to show. This is one of the seedlings I planted out recently, and I've got plenty more in the greenhouse like that. So just going to have a look at the one that I've got planted out as well at the bottom of the garden. And this, oh god, it looks awful, doesn't it? That does not look good at all, and I'm not in the least bit surprised, because it's not up against the house, doesn't get any protection from the warmth of the house. None of these leaves look any good at all, but surprisingly the central spear is in there, so I'm not quite sure why that's still in there but the other ones aren't. So what I'm gonna do now is pour some hydrogen peroxide into the central spear to help fight the rot and help stop the rot. So this can be bought online. I think I bought this from a pet shop online. You can get it at Boots in small bottles as well. And what I'm going to do on this healthiest specimen that I've got here, I'm going to do something I've not done before, and that's pour a bit of hydrogen peroxide into the central area as a preventative measure. I sort of, given what's gone on with all my other palms, I expect this will be rotting inside, perhaps just to a lesser extent. So just put a tiny bit in there, and you can see it bubbling away, which is a good sign that it's been activated and it's fighting the bacteria and whatever it is in there that's rotting. So that, let's say, it's normally a treatment that you use after spear pull if you want to save a plant. I tend not to bother with trying to save canary island date palm because I've got so many lined up to replace them. But as this one is one of my better ones, and it still seems fairly healthy. Obviously, a few of the older leaves could do with a bit of a trim, I think. But we'll see what happens with that one now.